What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the container I have my nicely washed chicken. Now I'm using legs and thighs for the recipe, so I cut them in some very small pieces. So in the container I have some jerk seasoning, some onion and garlic powder, black pepper, chicken seasoning, and all-purpose seasoning. To that I'm going to add my curry of choice. Now you can use any curry powder, but I do love this curry powder, so I always use it. So I'm just gonna mix to combine all the seasoning together, and then I'm gonna add it to the chicken. I do like to add my seasoning in portions, so I'm gonna add about 3/4 first, and then I'm going to add the rest. Alright, now when you do it that way, your chicken will be nicely seasoned. Sometimes you season your chicken or any meat and some part is not fully seasoned, or some part get more seasoned than some. Yes, so when you throw down all I season one time, guys, sometimes that can happen. So I recently started doing this when I'm preparing my chicken. However, you don't need to do it. Since I'm not going to touch the chicken, I have to do this method. Alright, but if I was using my hand, you use your hand and rub in the season very well, but because me I use a spoon, guys, I have to do it that way there. Now we're going to cover the chicken, let it marinate, and then we're gonna move on to our chickpeas. Now I have 1 cup of cooked chickpeas. So to that I'm gonna add a little all-purpose seasoning, because you want to season up your chickpeas so you can have that nice taste. Alright, to that I'm gonna add some black pepper as well. Now you can add any seasoning that you like, but these are the seasoning that I choose to use. Alright, so I'm gonna set it aside, but before I do so I'm gonna add a little curry powder, because remember we are seasoning up with chickpeas, right? So just do that, guys. Let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, while we move on to the next step. Alright, now I am going to start preparing the chicken, right? So I marinated the chicken for about half an hour. So I'm gonna add a little oil to the pot. I'm using coconut oil for the recipe, but if you like, you could use any oil of choice. Alright, so I'm using the simple natural coconut oil. Afterwards, I'm going to add some onion and garlic. No, sorry, not onion. I'm gonna add some ginger and garlic. Alright, so I'm gonna let it burn. In Jamaica we say we burn, but not really burn. We're going to saute all of that with our curry powder, right? Just to make it infuse with flavor. Yeah, so I added some oregano. That's my herb of choice. I do love to add dry herbs, y'all. My chicken or any type of food that I cook, I'm just, if you put it in there, just make it tasty. So that's just my thing. You don't necessarily have to add it, but it tastes good. Alright, so after sauteing the curry powder on a very low flame for about a minute, I am going to add the chicken. Now you want to ensure that you coat the chicken nicely in the curry mixture. Okay, guys, you want all of the chicken to have that nice flavor, so you want to mix it in very well. And legs and thighs, so it's going to take longer than if it is a chicken breast. Yeah, so since I did not marinate the chicken for a long time, may I go saute it off nicely for about 2 minutes, just to bring out all of the flavors together, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. Now the chicken sprung some juices, so these are all the natural juices from our chicken. So yeah, I'm gonna remove my chicken pieces, because all of that nice juice, y'all, I want to saute the chickpeas in it. Alright, so so that sauce or that liquid full of flavor, guys, so you don't want to waste it. Alright, so I'm gonna remove all of the chicken pieces, and then I'm gonna add the chickpeas as I said earlier. Okay, so just set the chicken aside after you finish removing it from the pot. Now y'all, let's add our chickpeas. Now many of you maybe never tasted chickpeas before, but it has so many health benefits. I will leave a few health benefits on the screen as I go along. Now I trust you enjoy the video, of course, and I do appreciate your company. Alright, so let's just saute off our chickpeas. Now, you can use a canned chickpeas, but I just cook my chickpeas, but it can be technical to cook it, y'all, because cook like regular peas, trust me, because the chickpeas is very tough. So if you can matter with a method there, y'all, you can just cook it or you can just pressure it. You actually have to like soak it first and then you boil it. Alright, so if you're going to use a can or your pre-cooked one, just make sure you remove all of the liquid, because you don't want a liquid from the chickpeas for this recipe. Now I sauteed the chickpeas with the chicken for about 2 minutes, so now I'm gonna rinse the bowl that I seasoned the chickpeas in, because we want all that nice flavor. We don't want no flavor to go to waste, right? So I'm gonna add a cup of coconut milk as well, because I'm making some delicious coconut curry chicken with chickpeas. Alright, so you can't miss out the coconut milk at all. Now for this recipe, guys, the coconut milk is white, so it will take away the color of your chicken. So yeah, you actually have to add enough curry so that your chicken will become white. Alright, but as it boils, continue boiling, it will get back its color. Alright, so I'm sprinkling a little salt, as I did not season my chicken at all with salt. I just added the powdered seasoning. Now I like to stir it, because the chickpeas, it's gonna stick to the bottom of the pot, so you have to gradually give it a stir. I added some carrots, some garlic, I added pimento seed, I added onion, and now I'm gonna add a few pieces of scratch onion pepper. Guys, I like pepper, I'm afraid of the heat, so if you like whole lot of pepper, then go ahead and add it as much as you like. Alright, so add it to your preference. Now I added a whole pepper and I added a small piece. I just cut a piece off another pepper, right? So you can do whatever you like. The pepper isn't hot, so that's why I'm gonna add 2 different type of pepper. But if you have a very hot pepper, then you don't really want to do that, right? Now just cover the pot and let it cook on a very low flame, because as I said, the peas will stick to the pot. Alright, so stir occasionally now. So it's all done, and as you can see, y'all, it's looking so delicious. However, it is stuck to the pot, so I have to take my little time and release them. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video, of course, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe for more amazing contents like these. And if you try the recipe, comment down below and give me your feedback. Also, your gravy going to be very thick and rich, because the chickpeas, right? It's gonna thicken your gravy. So when you're making your curry coconut chicken and you add the chickpeas, do not let it dry out. Like you want it to have a little long look to it, because you don't want it to get extremely thick. Alright, so now I'm having mine with some white rice, right? So I added some sweet corn to my white rice. I do like to add sweet corn to my white rice. However, that's just my choice. So it tastes good though, guys. You'll enjoy it if you add it like that. Now this is the end product. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, go and big up on yourself straight.